ever feel jealous when a friend wants to do something with someone else? Do we always have to do the exact same thing that our friends do? If we don't, does that mean we're not friends anymore? Welcome to the Tales of Zeke and Elliot, Parables Worth Pondering. Best friends Zeke and Elliot are two frogs that have many adventures around Bicker's Pond. I'm Leah. Come with me and we'll swing into today's story, The Great Gulf Between Us.
It takes a leap of faith, but that's a step worth taking. If the path we face is the one God's making, when He says go, we won't be alone. Let's take a leap of faith.
Gray and white clouds covered the sun at Bicker's Pond, but that made for perfect fishing as Zeke cast his line into the still waters. The half-rotted tree limb made a comfortable place for him to plop down and wait for a bite. He tugged on his suspenders as his pant leg snagged on the dead limb. It added another hole to his already tattered jeans. His bobber had barely settled on the surface when it started to dance as the fish nibbled at the bait. Suddenly the air was disturbed by a thwack and a distant shout. A golf ball flew through the air, hitting Meadowlark in the head, knocking her into the pond. She fluttered her wings, sputtering, and hustled out of the water in shock.
Elliot, you hit a birdie again.
Be careful, will ya?
Sorry about that, Meadowlark. Did you happen to get the ball while you were in there?
No, it's at the bottom of the pond and you've scared all the fish away. I thought the goal of golf was to avoid the water.
Oh, don't be sore, Zeke. I'm getting better. This is the first bird I've hit today. How's the fishing?
I don't know. It got interrupted by a golf ball.
Hey, I said I was sorry. Maybe we could hit a few balls at the driving range.
Might as well. You've ruined the fishing for the day. Do I have to wear those silly checkered pants and argyle socks?
No, but I've got an extra visor for you.
Since Zeke had never played golf before, Elliot told him how to stand and hold the club. Zeke took his first swing, but when he looked down at the tee, the ball hadn't moved. With another swing, Zeke tried again, only to have his club hit the ground with a thud. After several attempts, Elliot stepped in to give his friend a few pointers. This time, Zeke was sure to hit the ball. He squared his shoulders and drew back the club. Whoosh! The club swung through the air in a beautiful arc.
Wow, good swing, Zeke. Nice form, but...
Are you kidding? Why won't this ball move? It just sits there mocking me. Stop mocking me, ball, and go already.
Okay. Just watch me again. You have to plant your feet shoulder-width apart, keep your front arms straight, turn your hips as you swing through, and keep your eye on the ball.
I've done all that, and it's not working.
It just takes some practice. Remember, I'm still hitting it in the pond.
Speaking of the pond, I think I'll head back to my fishing hole. You can stay here and finish my bucket of balls.
As Zeke headed back to the pond, Elliot continued to practice his swing. On Saturday, Zeke went to meet Elliot at the Crispy Bark to grab a snack like they do every week. But Elliot wasn't there. Zeke waited and waited for his friend to arrive, but Elliot never came. Zeke started to worry. He stopped by Lilypad Station, but Nash the Chipmunk hadn't seen him all day. Neither had Ruby the Grasshopper at the Stompin' Stump. By now, Zeke was very worried. He decided to climb the hill to the pool where Elliot lived, but he wasn't there either. Just then, Penelope Darner zoomed past.
Hey, Penelope, have you seen Elliot?
Not since this morning, but he's been leaving every day to golf with Luke the Newt. Luke's been helping him with his golf game. Oh, you know what? I did see them earlier. They had just been at the Crispy Bark having lunch.
But that's what he and I do on Saturdays. He forgot about meeting me.
Oh, I'm sure it was an accident. You know how days get mixed up. You should go see what Luke's been teaching him.
Yeah, sure.
Zeke's feelings were hurt. His best friend had forgotten about their meeting at the Crispy Bark. However, he decided to go see how Elliot's game was progressing. As the golf course came into view, Zeke could hear laughter. Elliot and Luke were high-fiving one another in celebration. Zeke raised his hand to wave at his friend, but Elliot didn't see him. He and Luke the Newt were already turned away to walk to the next tee.
I believe it, yes!
Good job, Elliot.
Awesome!
All right, man.
Woohoo!
Zeke went back to his house, grabbed his fishing gear, and headed to the pond. A few minutes later, Elliot came leaping through the woods, yelling his friend's name.
Yeah, Zeke! Zeke, you're not gonna believe it. Guess what I just did? I just shot my first birdie. Not, Meadowlark, but a golf birdie.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't think you understand what this means. I'm getting better. Luke has been giving me all kinds of tips on how to improve my game. Luke is really good at golf.
I bet he is.
He's such a good friend. You would really like him. We went to lunch and I was telling him about you and what a good fisherman you are. He even likes the Crispy Bark's French fries that we share. Oh, no. Zeke, I'm sorry I completely forgot about today.
Yeah, I noticed. I waited for you for a long time.
I'm really sorry, Zeke. I lost track of time.
Yeah, with your new friend, Luke.
Zeke, really,
Listen, you're going to scare the fish away again.
But, all right. I guess I'll see you later.
As Elliot walked away, Meadowlark flew down from a nearby tree.
Hi, Zeke. I overheard your conversation with Elliot. Sounds like a rough day. Anything I can do?
I think I just lost my best friend. All Elliot wants to do is play golf with Luke now. He even forgot about hanging out at the Crispy Bark.
I understand that it hurts when you feel forgotten, but do you really think he did it on purpose? He sounded sincere when he realized his mistake.
He's not really sorry. He just knows how upset I am.
Zeke, you two have been friends for a very long time. You know Elliot. He would never replace you. He's just really excited about golf, just like you enjoy fishing.
But he's with Luke all the time now.
Making a new friend is a good thing, especially when that friend is helping you learn something new.
I just wish he liked fishing with me as much as he likes golfing with Luke.
It's okay for friends to like two different hobbies. You do other things together, like when you go exploring around the pond or play music at the Stompin' Stump.
You're right, Meadowlark.
As Meadowlark flew away, Zeke went to find his friend. He knew he'd be at the big oak. That's where Elliot always went to think. When Zeke found him, he strummed a familiar tune on his banjo.
Zeke, I'm really sorry about today. I didn't mean to forget you.
I'm sorry, too. My feelings were hurt. I was jealous of all the time you were spending with Luke. I thought I'd lost my best friend.
Nah, I could never replace you. You're my best pal. Who would play the banjo while I sang?
You call that singing? It's more like croaking.
The next morning, Zeke cast his line into the water. The fish would be biting today. From behind him, he heard a familiar thwack of a golf ball.
4!
Heads up, Meadowlark.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of the Tales of Zeke and Elliot, Parables Worth Pondering. In today's story, Zeke finds himself jealous of Elliot's new buddy, even though Elliot didn't mean to leave Zeke out. Proverbs 14:30 says, "A peaceful heart gives life to the body, but jealousy rots the bones." In our tale, we could see that jealousy had begun to rot Zeke and Elliot's friendship. Meadowlark helped them to see the value of one another's differences. The two could enjoy separate hobbies and make new friends without sacrificing their own friendship.
Welcome to Insightful Information with Kelly and Kandy. I'm Kelly.
And I'm Kandy. God's creation is full of wonder and excitement. Each episode, we'd like to share some insightful information about the creatures or environment from our story.
Today's tale mentions a creature, Luke, the newt. Newts are amphibians that like to live on land and water.
They look like a cross between a frog and a lizard.
Did you know that newts can actually regrow tails and limbs?
What?
Yeah, this makes them important for science, and some have even flown on space missions.
Houston, we have a problem.
What? Why do we have a problem?
They've been to space? Have they walked on the moon?
Hang on. You're more interested in going to space than that they can regrow limbs?
No, it's all of it. It's like they're superheroes. They can fly and regrow tails and legs and arms.
I think comparing them to a superhero is a stretch, but they were created by a super fantastic God.
I'll say, go God. Give me a G. G, you got that G, you got that G. Give me an O. O, you got that O, you got that O. Give me a D. D, you got that D, you got that D.
Oh, look at that. Time's up. Gotta go, kids. Bye.
Thanks for listening today. Parents, if you enjoy these stories, please like and review us on your favorite podcast app. Don't forget to share with your friends. And find us at zekeandelliot.com. We look forward to meeting with you again. Until then, when God leads, don't be afraid to take your next leap of faith.
Let's take a leap of faith.